welcome back. It is a playoff time, and I apologize for the little bit of time I've been away. I've been a little bit under the weather, so that's why today's drink of choice is NyQuil Complete Cough Syrup. I wanted it to be last episode's drink of choice as well, but I totally forgot about it. Anyways, looks like Bruce Gray and the Buffalo Sabres are facing the Boston Bruins in the first round of the playoffs. Let's take a look at some highlights here. So a lot of my captures actually got deleted for the first and second round. I don't know what my Xbox was doing, so I'm going to show you what I have here. And Bruce Gray was an absolute beauty in the first round. I thought this would actually be more of a hard-fought battle against Boston, since I found that in preseason and regular season, Boston tended to be a bit more of a challenge for the team, but really this one wasn't too hard at all. It did go to 6 games, but even with that being said, it was pretty easy to close out. So you could just see Bruce Gray getting all the goals and assists here, or at least majority of them. We're going to switch over and take a look at the best hits of the series as well. And boy, I'll tell you what. There was a lot of hits in this one. And really, any team that's facing Boston in the playoffs, you kind of have to expect it's going to be a physical round. And that definitely was the case here. And coming up, we're going to see the best fights of round 1 as well. But for now, I'll just let you sit back and relax and watch the rest of these hits. As I mentioned before, here are the best fights of the first round, and really there was only 3 fights. I was a little bit disappointed because I thought there'd be a lot more fights, especially facing Boston. And I was really hoping to get a fight against Patrice Bergeron, as you saw in the previous video that Bruce Gray was going to be headhunting him, and there it is. There's the fight against the captain himself of the Boston Bruins, Patrice Bergeron, and Bruce did not let anyone down. He didn't really get hurt too much in the fight, and it felt almost one-sided, but I know Bergeron's not really known as I don't really see him too much the fighting type. Look how awkward that is. He's just tripping over Bergeron on the ice there. And a little bit later, I think this was the same game, 2 fights in 1 game. So it's funny that out of the 6 games, there was 2 fights in 1 game. But as you can see here, round 1, check. And celebrations with the Buffalo Sabres and Bruce Gray. Again, not a hard-fought battle at all. And coming up, you're going to see the ceremonial handshake. I'm going to tee up round 2 for you. The Bruce Gray and the Buffalo Sabres will be facing the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'll give you my thoughts throughout that. And like before, I couldn't get the full captures of round 2, so I have the best of the best of what I could find. So round 2, it is the Battle of the QEW, the Buffalo Sabres versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, and really I didn't realize how much, how little footage I have of this series, so it's going to be rather quick, just like any typical Leafs playoff exit. But yeah, I mean, the goals were pretty easy to get. It was a little bit harder than Boston. It went to 6 games, but you can see a bit of a gimme goal there. But Bruce, again, getting the majority of the goals, assists, and shots overall, and of course the hits. He did get injured in one of the games, but what was really cool is that Jack Eichel got injured. I'm not really praising anyone getting hurt, but it gave Bruce a chance to be the centerman, and let me tell you, he had a lot of face-off wins, and I think moving forward he should be a regular top-line center. We'll just close it out here with some hits, and that's it. Nothing to it, really. We'll give round 2 a green check mark there, and we'll just watch a few seconds of the celebrations. I didn't get too much of that, and I apologize. In round 3, Bruce Gray and the Buffalo Sabres will be facing the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I'll just kind of leave you with a highlight from the next episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next episode should be a real banger.